Hello everyone, this is a full walkthrough of Milton. Every feature, every screen. Milton is an AI delegation platform that handles team coordination for you. You tell it what you need from your team, it reaches out, collects responses, synthesizes the results, and reports back. No new apps for your team, no meetings, no follow-up emails. Let me walk you through everything it can do. This is the dashboard. This is the home base for you and your team. So here you can see active delegations, awaiting responses completed today, notifications. To get a better idea of what a delegation is, let's create a new one. So here we're going to have Lisa check the server logs for us. And now Milton has reached out to Lisa over her preferred channel, which in this case is WebEx. So let's check in on Lisa. And Milton has asked her about the server logs. So we found an issue with server auth, so we're going to reach out to the admin. And Lisa does this all in WebEx. She doesn't need to install anything, sign up for anything. This all happens just very naturally. So Milton responds back, understands the concern, and you see here it says it's going to check with the manager, and that's me. So we'll go back to our dashboard, and now you can see on the feed that there's something for us to check into. So let's see what's going on. So you'll see here there's needs your attention at the top, and Milton will suggest a response here. We don't have to use it. I can enter anything I want, or I can click use this, and I can even edit the response. So we'll leave out the part where it's asking for relevant details, and let's just find out when this is going to get fixed. Okay, and we go back to Lisa, and now you can see that response that we just did is in Lisa's WebEx. So Lisa's going to say, and we'll have this fixed by the end of the day. And we'll go back to Milton. And now Lisa's got this fixed. The delegation is complete, so that's the full loop done. So Milton will reach out, communicate with Lisa, and anything that it feels needs to be escalated will come to our feed here. And in the feed we can see previous escalations that came out as well. Now, these are individual delegations that you can send, you can create, at any time. But we can also have projects. So here you can see that we have a couple of projects going. And any project is generally a collection of tasks. So in this case, for our Q2 initiative, we finalized the roadmap, and you can see this is complete. And we still have this aligned with stakeholders. So let's click into this. And you can see here we have a couple of task details, and we can do this trigger now. And what this will do is right here it'll ask if we want to leave a custom question. We can leave this blank. Nope, we don't have to enter anything there. And now we can see this new delegation in progress along with stakeholders. And now we have a delegation based on that project task. But you can have projects, you can put as many tasks as you want, you can go into a project, we can add a new task, align with stakeholders, and And let's schedule a kickoff meeting. Now, Milton also has due dates, and you'll see this a lot in delegations. In fact, we had one that was overdue here. And Milton has no problem being annoying for you. So once something goes overdue, Milton is going to remind anybody that's still pending once an hour until somebody finally gets back to it. So that's a big part of what Milton does. Is its job is to run people down for you, so you don't have to do it. Now, we've covered delegations, feed, projects. Let's look at the team. So right now I have a team of 2 members, Lisa and Sarah. It's very easy to add a new member. So we can add, I can add John Doe and just a placeholder email for now. But you can also pick the preferred channel, and this is what Milton will default to reach out to John here. So let's just say WebEx for now. And as you can see, there's different emails for both Lisa and Sarah. Obviously, I'm using those for testing. And yeah, it's very simple, very easy. Nobody has to sign up for anything here. There's nothing to download. Milton just reaches out based on the contact information you give. Okay, let's create a new schedule. Let's create one for project status, and this will be the question Milton actually asks. And we're going to ask for a status update on the integration project. We can have the frequency be daily, weekly, or monthly. We'll do weekly for this one. And of course, you can pick the time of day when Milton will send it out. So we'll do 7 a.m. and we'll do it every Tuesday. You can actually highlight multiple days of the week if you'd like. And we'll do Monday and Friday. We'll send this out to Lisa, and we can send it out to multiple. As long as you have at least one selected, you're good. And we'll create the schedule. And here we go. Now it hasn't run any yet, obviously. And then the next time it runs will be in 3 days because it is Tuesday. We can edit this if we need to. We can pause it so that it doesn't keep sending if we want to, if maybe there's a vacation or something like that, we can just pause it. And we can actually force it to run now if we'd like. So let's go ahead and do that. And now that schedule is kicked off, we go to delegations. And here's our new delegation. Now these delegations can also be managed. If we decide we need to just kick off a reminder, we can do that here once we click into one. And also, we can cancel a delegation if it's a duplicate, or we just find out we don't need it anymore. So we can cancel this here. And here you can see that it's canceled. Obviously, we don't want a whole bunch of canceled and completed delegations in here forever, so we have a nice little clear completed, and that cleans up the list for us. Down at the bottom, we do see any recent notifications, and you can click into any one of them, and it'll go to that delegation's detail, so you can see the summary. So now we get into some of the more meat and potatoes parts of Milton. So this is the decision log, and this is really more for research and just basic logging. And here you can see some of the things we just did, like the loop with the server logs, and you can see response handle. He kicked off that escalation. And there's a little bit of searching we can do here. We can do some filters, and we can, just say delegations in this case. We can look at autonomous actions, and so forth. This is the Autonomy Center. this is where you get to control how Milton behaves. So you see here there are 5 levels total. Milton is at level 1, apprentice. So what this means is Milton will do the things that an apprentice is allowed to do. So it'll deliver messages, collect responses, send reminders, and notify you, but it won't answer questions, make decisions, or do anything without explicit instruction. And you see here we have this confidence score, which is similar to experience in a video game. The more confidence it gets, it eventually gets to a point where it levels up, and as it reaches each level, it's allowed to do more things. However, with this slider, you can determine what level it actually acts at. So say Milton has enough experience to be a master. If you slide it down to apprentice, it will only do these things. So you're always in control of how much Milton is allowed to handle. And it won't just, its throttle won't just go up automatically. Its level progression will, but not the throttle. So this way, Milton's not doing anything you don't expect. So down here, you see we have a bit from the confidence ledger, but at the top, there's this contradiction that Milton's telling us about. So what does that mean? So in evaluating the delegations I've handled up to this point, it's noticed a contradiction because it's constantly trying to find patterns. So it's asking about reporting tasks. And so we'll say for this one, tasks are usually low risk, so I don't mind automating the delegations. And in this way, I'm just I'm giving Milton my reasoning for why this contradiction exists. And this is how Milton learns. So it observes, but also asks questions, because it wants to learn the way you manage, and it wants to learn more about your team. So when does it do this is the question, and that is the dream. So Milton has what I call a dream state. So what this is a scheduled task that runs, we'll try to do it in, quiet time. And what Milton will do is actually go back through the decisions and delegations that were made through the day and try to find patterns. And that's where those contradictions are surfaced. So you can also trigger this on your own. And boom, dream cycle is done. Now you can see Milton has some more questions for me. And just like before, I can submit my answer. I can answer these questions here, and Milton will learn. And you can see here, we now have more contradictions to resolve. So that's where those come from. And that is a demo of Milton. Milton is free to try for 30 days, no commitment. After that, it's $99 a month. No per seat pricing, your whole team is covered. If you're managing a team of 5 or 50 or whatever, and you're tired of spending your day chasing updates, give Milton a try. Less follow-ups, more strategy, miltonspeaks.com.